Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
It's going to be a career right now. Go ahead and get it rolling.
Ready?
This game could possibly have us in the first two.
Slam.
He's bringing everybody up.
Check. Alert three.
The first carry now. This is Johnson.
Yo, this dude was just really running in space, and the guy wasn't tackling. He's running into my guy.
It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
To start out the game, like, come on, that's bullshit.
18 Gators. I got it. Double time. 45.
From the gun, West. Able to find Shaheen here. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
You have to be able to block.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
And we're going 37 to Mike. Delta.
Operating from the gun. West. The open man is Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Watch the block. X3. 218. Chopper. Snap.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. West. The trot was Sean Perriman off to the races. Touchdown, Carolina.
Accuracy. That's
Sean Perriman. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
He did not.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
We'll keep on that right now. Let's see what he does. He's probably going to try and jet.
This is
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold 120. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored give yourself the best chance to win.
literally right now.
24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
We're going 25 to 1.
carry for Bernard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Took the block. Let him make the play. Great. Fucking great.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again. He's coming. Where are they, King? He's coming. Double up. At 25 to Mike. We're going.
Now Bernard.
And I missed the tackle.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on fourth down.
You shouldn't have got that. You should only have like 2-3 yards, but the third tackle was broken.
They just run behind him and be like, good job,
good job.
Go, you can do it. You can do it.
Exactly.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
He did this thing.
They'll have a first down past
I think
the
a third
40,
tackle was broke.
40,
They gave
20,
him a spin.
10, touchdown,
Philadelphia. They put me in
Marquise Brown becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
While my dude Braden blocked, he would sit there and run in place beside his guy. But your wide receiver, that's perfect blocking on my corners.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Mike 37. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear. 6'6", bullet high. Kill.
On second down, Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Room here to run. A big play there for Carolina. Welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
Got cow cheese. Oh, cheese. Anything can make cheese when you got it at the spot.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Johnson running right.
That's what I said last time.
Panthers touchdown. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
I I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Oh, yo! They gave him an animation!
He's at the 50.
Yo!
30.
He was in the tackling animation, and then they just said no. The game just said stop it.
From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw in that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Yep, David Johnson broke one tackle. This is a truck. Yeah. Great game, great game. 14-0, he could have been asleep.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Wood!
From the gun, West completes it to Lee.
I knew he was going to bite on that bit for a long time.
Marquise Lee hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Come on, defense. Please no animation.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Midnight Eastern, except for right now, we'll advance at 15 minutes. Yep. Sounds good, yeah. Seb as a commissioner. Sam. Yeah.
Here's Bernard. And he stopped immediately there. Josh Jones hit on the stop.
To the lineman there. You shouldn't be
it shows you right there. He can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Trade players.
On third down, Mariota. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
We already know that it's going to run. We got to do better.
Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run it here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Down by 14 points.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Hey, check 24.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Let me find out.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Mariota. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Yeah, you play like a straight person out there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You lucky speed tackle shit just kills you. That's deep.
Why did you leave?
Oh, you white.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
I wasn't even out of bounds. Yo, I picked it off on 4th down.
Turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that.
They're fighting to get
And they
back to the
give him
goal
the
line. I don't
safety,
think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
I did it fucking 7 times in this first half. See at the beginning, right? You know, I'm all ready to pick the play. So part of where you going, bro. 3 wide, 1 back. Exactly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
I thought the Dolphins should get both.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
And of course, he gets a hell of a push by DB.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Looking to throw. West. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Sets up a third down and 18.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Oh, please let me get my play.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. 61. Matchbox. Light.
And this This is going to be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Yeah, step cool.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
To the mic. Watch the three.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
My shit doesn't fucking register.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Coming to you. Watch your shit. One.
On 1st down, Bernard. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, here's Bernard. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
At some point, on 3rd down and nickel formation here defensively.
We already got to get through there. We got
to
Bro, you caught that?
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st.
Help him as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You just know this is me,
bro. That's blocking the back.
It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. -2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
I got you.
They go play action. Mariota. He's going to take a shot from the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. West. Stepping. Oh, and now West lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Of course, West fumbles the ball.
Take over right there at the 22-yard line.
When I see a play like that, come back to risk reward.
He may have hit him on the thigh.
I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
Where are they, team? Yeah. We don't want none. Switch. 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Maher is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
I'll do anything else to What the fuck? Do anything to piss me off on this shit, bro. I catch a pick. I'm not out of bounds. All he did was wave the ball out of bounds while he was getting up, and they say I'm out of bounds on the 1. That leads me to a safety. You give him 2 points.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, it led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you see
this time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
I threw the wrong route.
Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Wide open right there.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change, and he's in. Touchdown,
running in place instead of running into the...
Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Holy shit.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That's crazy.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, we got this rookie, and he's impressing me, and I want to know if it's okay if I mentor him in this or this, and you choose this as all right, you know, should I do like run or pass block and choose pass block? He goes, all right, bet. Should I do finesse or power pass block? I just did power. And
this Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
Bro, I swear to God, bro.
Meanwhile, they...
Bro, I just had a fucking touchdown, like, bro. I just had a fucking touchdown.
To start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And foreseeing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, West. Underneath for Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. West. Pressure gets to him again. Derek Barnett in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Brings up third down.
He's going to play jet sweep. I'm ready to actually play somebody. Just ain't playing out. Like, just sweep. Shit, so annoying, bro. Like, bro, the game gave him an animation for
Needs
his
something
first
from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long.
I knew I was doing my head.
From the gun, West. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
Are you playing Lego right now?
Mm-hmm. He got 3 touchdowns while being asleep on the remote. He really only got 1 touchdown.
Here's Ty Long now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone.
The first one, 4th down,
and he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
He doesn't stand already strafing, but he pushed
me into pulled in at the 32.
I've never seen that shit before.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
All of a sudden run full speed out of it. Never been done by any running back I've seen before. But number 28 can do it. Whoever the fuck this nigga is.
Hey, let's be sitting in the guard, right?
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
71 overall.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go right back to Mack. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. The second down play results in a loss of 2.
Yep, thank you, game. Just made it by itself.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah.
I wish they asked when you did your upgrades whether or not that's really what you wanted. Sometimes you push the button and you push it down and it's like, oh no. That wasn't that long.
Yeah, I'll send you Lane Taylor for a 4th round pick. Yeah? Yeah.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits.
Well, you don't have a 4th round pick. So, I'll send it through 5th.
You just got better for me. Oh, yeah. So he's on his way home now. Where does he live? Frisco? Don't. Get it, like. Just fucked up. Go on.
Come on. Why you do that? Like that? Jamal Williams is about to get his ass cut.
Running back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With an ass back, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that? Looking at my window.
I need to reward 2 people's credits. Give it back to Ari. We're gonna get one.
We're getting those. That hands to the face call. That wasn't hands to the face. 2 times.
Forget it.
That's good.
Kenny Clark is gonna get one as well.
Are we gonna upgrade of one of our players, Sam?
Yep.
No way.
Yeah,
Let me get my Cruciate to start,
I just wanted to check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself.
66 bronze, but shit.
You can
make a play Strong safety. Dang.
People in my health, and I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I can get it, but by myself. These I could get it
Let
by
me know.
myself.
Go Dame.
Go Dame. Go Dame.
I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Feel like ginger from casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, that's that like I'm Pino.
Alright, it's done.
On Gino. Smells like a medallion. Skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your wishes for myself. Fettuccine with the snails and the five-star hotel. And I wish it well when they wish for me to fail. Like donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
This way you treat my friend good, but not too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran to check
my
up on
goodness.
myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And a fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
with this round, let me get you
What is up with this nigga? This nigga's so terrible.
Yeah, I just ran to check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the
Maybe you
Lord
just
for
said
my
something
people
20
in my
minutes ago.
health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the imprisonment claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best to soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is... It's the young, incredible, honest...